John Gill, Introduction to 2 John 1. The writer of this epistle describes himself by his office as elder, and inscribes it to a certain matron, whom he styles on account of her honor and riches, a lady, and by reason of her grace elect, and to her children, who as well as herself were the objects of the people's love, and of all that knew the truth, and that for the sake of it, which was common to them all. 2 John chapter 1, verse 1. The salutation follows. 2 John chapter 1, verse 3. And then a congratulations of the lady that some of her children walked in the same path of truth with herself. 2 John 1, 4. And next an exhortation to brotherly love, which is a commandment from the beginning, the evidence of which love is walking according to that and every other command of God. 2 John 1, 5. And the rather this should be closely attended to, since many deceivers, who were no other than Antichrist, had got into the world, who did not own that Christ was come in the flesh. Wherefore it became those that were concerned for his name and glory, as well as their own interest, to take heed, lest what was wrought should be lost. And so a full reward to be not received, 2 John 1, 7, and then a description of these deceivers and false teachers is given, that they are transgressors of the rule of God's word, abide not in the doctrine of Christ, and so have not God any interest in him, whereas he abides in the doctrine of Christ, has an interest both of the Father and in the Son, 2 John 1, 9. Wherefore the apostle gives advice to the lady how to behave towards such, not to receive them into her house, nor wish them success, since so to do would be to join with them in their evil deeds, 2 John 1:10. And then he excuses the shortness of his letter, though he had many things to write unto her, yet would not, because he hoped shortly to visit her, and then would personally relate what he had to communicate to their mutual joy, 2 John 1:12, and close the epistle with a salutation of her sister's children to her, 2 John 1:13, and to the introduction to 2 John 1.